Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to the 144,000 elect prophets and the 1/3. My name is Yakalba. This is Kazakhstan to supply oil to Germany via Russian pipeline. All right, this is in January 14th, beginning of this year, 2023. All right, so there's supposed to be a ban on Russian oil, but they're going to be blending it with Russian, the Kazakh oil with Russian oil. So I'm reading that they're upgrading their pipeline, connecting from Russia, and they're going to be supplying, or they're already supplying, the oil blend from Russia, Kazakh, to Germany. And it's supposed to be a ban. So we look at the ban. It says EU sanctions against Russia, European Council of European Union. So is it all a game? Is this just a distraction? You're hearing that more in the news. Depending on who you listen to, what goods cannot be imported from Russia to EU? List of sanctioned products against includes, among others, crude oil from December 2022 and refined petroleum products. All right, from February 2023 with limited exceptions. All right. Coal, steel, gold, cement, asphalt, seafood, liquor, cigarettes, cosmetics. So there's supposed to be a ban from crude 2022 and refined from 2023 February. All right, but yet they're getting their oil still from Russia, just from another country, Kazakhstan. All right. It says Kazakhstan upgrades legacy pipeline to Russia to grow oil supplies to Germany. Let's put Germany in there. And according to the manager director, Energy Industry Social Network Channel, Energy Monitor, between February and July, the country delivered an estimated 2.9 million barrels of its oil to Germany, compared to zero such volumes in 2022. So they weren't even giving, Kazakh wasn't even giving Germany any oil. All right, it says Kazakh's oil exports to Germany to gradually increase before the end of 2023, which with close to 3.7 million barrels of Kazakh oil scheduled to flow to Germany via Russia. So as I was reading different articles, it's a blend of Russian and Kazakh oil, because Kazakh has their own oil fields where they're connected to Russia with a pipeline. All right. This oil is planned to be supplied by the country's third largest producing project. All right. Says, does the deal breach EU? This is DW.com. They don't like you using their YouTube videos. Sometimes they took a couple of my videos down or blocked them. Their YouTube videos that I did using their video. So it's that's the network. Germany, how does its Kazakh oil deal benefit Russia? I believe that's Kazakh, if not mistaken. Does the deal breach EU or German oil embargo? So is this all a game? All right, so Germany's still getting the oil that they need via another country, but it's still connected to Russia. It's a Russian blend. Oil, this is a German website, by the way, DW.com. It's a major news organization in Germany. At least from my, so-called American perspective. Oil from Kazakhstan is not subject to EU embargo, nor does it fall foul of Germany's voluntary ban on pipeline oil from Russia. Okay, so I mean, is like I said, it's probably named this. Is it all a big game? It's witchcraft going on here. All right. Oil from the country is first pumped to Russia, where it is blended with Russian crude before being exported from Russia's seaports. Last year, Kazakhstan rebranded its cargo as Kepco to disassociate it from Russia. Rebco, Russian export blend crude oil, or Urals to avoid falling in the crosshairs of Western sanctions. Okay. So, according to the German website, dw.com, this is a Russian blend. All right. So, it's Russian oil. So in order to agree with the ban, you just get the Russian oil from another country besides Russia. All right. And this is why it is said that all the wars are all controlled. They're all engineered. This thing going on in Ukraine, the ban, anything major you see on the news, a lot of it is just engineered to create chaos so they can bring order later. All right. So this article will be in the description box. And you can scroll right down to it. You can push Control F and put EU or German, and this will come up. So to bypass the sanctions, you just get oil from another country, even though that country is connected to Russia. Okay. Okay. Witchcraft. Nahum 3 and 4, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts. We got Kashop Yum. All right. Kashop. We a root. Kashop Yum is plural. So they got more than one avenue in which they contact Satan. All right. You got different types of priests, different rituals, different methods of deception. All right. And that's one of them. And most people don't even know about that. They think, oh, they're not getting Russian oil anymore. That's what the normies think. Oh, they're not getting Russian oil anymore. It fell to zero. You look up articles. Oh, the Russian imports to Germany fell to zero. And stupid people actually believe that. All you do is inject via other countries, via Kazakhstan and others. All right. But Kazakhstan is the only one I researched. All right. So we look up witchcrafts in Hebrew. It repeats the same word, which is stupidity. All right. You don't break down the word by repeating the same word. All right. Seductive. They forgot deceptions. Seductive. Unless I'm missing something. Sorceries is still non-descriptive. Incantations, sorceries. All right. So we go down to the Greek. We got pharmakon. All right. And they didn't associate a Strong's number with it. So you got to go to the root word pharmakia. This is why you got to know Greek. But you got dummies out there that say, oh, you just read better translations of English. These people are not scholars, and they're not of the elect. All right. Pharmakon. Pharmakos. Oh, there we go. That's one. 533. pertaining to magical arts. And there you go to the word pharmacus. One who prepares magical sorceries. So they kind of separated it. All right. Let's go all the way down to the root. Pharmakia. Well, the root would be pharmacus. Pharmakia. This is very descriptive. Let's just go back to Nahum. Okay, we got pharmacon, pharmakos, pharmacoes, pharmacus, and it breaks down to the best description you can find is pharmakia, because it gives you everything. And this is what sorcerers, witches perform, all right, depending on what they're doing at the time. Use of administration of drugs, poisonings, what your mind, your body, lies, deceptions, seductions, magical arts. All right, so they're deceiving you and making you think that they're excluding Russia from the oil market, which they're not. They're just, it's been reduced and it's been diverted to other countries in which those other countries can supply oil. All right, so when you look at the news, you got to look well. It said the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his goings. So it's all being engineered. All right, it's all being engineered. All right, metaphor: deceptions, seductions, idolatry. All right, and the news is like an opiate. All right, like opioids in itself. All right. So it'll be figuratively you taking drugs when you just look at surface level news. You want fucking drugs. All right. All right. This next, I think that was everything. This is NATO members disavows Ukraine drone claim. The Romanian Defense Ministry, I'm still rolling, right? Says no Russian UAVs have crashed on its territory, contrary to official statements by Kiev. All right, during a massive attack by Russia in the area of Izmail port, Russian Shaheds fell and detonated on the territory of Romania tonight. All right. Nikolenko wrote, citing sources within the Ukrainian border guard. All right, so they're trying to stir up NATO to get involved because Romania is a part of North Atlantic Treaty Organization. All right, so you got the Ukraine saying that they're trying to draw NATO into a war against the Russia, but it's all controlled though. All right, there's create what they call fake news now to sell newspapers. That's why it goes back to 007, Tomorrow Never Dies. I wish I could play that clip. When he says we're creating tomorrow's news today, and they actually going out committing actual crimes and murders to sell newspapers and to sell products. It's similar to or around the sphere of a fundraiser from Long Kiss Goodnight, when they engineer a terrorist attack to increase defense spending or to get money for different American government departments to get more money for their departments. So they're going to engineer a terrorist attack. All right. Said, I don't know how to fake killing 10,000 people, but so we're going to have to do it for real. Something roughly along those lines, he said. I think I did videos in the past. All right. So this is what, similar to what Ukrainian government's trying to do. But, they can't. It's nothing. You can't make a fake news to start a war. Not yet, anyway, because of the prophecy in Revelation, the 7th chapter. All right. I hope you can see that. If not, I'll just read it so you can hear it. Revelation 7:1. After these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw, so you have the angels holding back the nuclear destruction. Because when the Third World War happens, it's going to end in nuclear fire. All right, and the main place that's going to be destroyed is Babylon, America. All right, and it tells you here that the angels control the actual nuclear fire. All right, so those missiles are going to go. You got people going to shoot them, but they're going to be under control of these angels. All right, and the commanding general is going to be the Lord himself, Yahushua. They're going to have different commanders under the Lord, like Michael, the archangel. All right, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. All right, so you can't create news, all right, to get ahead of the Lord's prophecies. All right, so everything is being controlled by the spirits, ultimately. All right, and go to Luke. It says Luke 21:8, and he said, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and the time draweth near, go ye not therefore after them. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. So we're not afraid when Romania was just attacked. So that means there's going to be a third world war starting, and they ramping up for the third war. Well, they are ramping up, but the war is not going to happen, okay, until other prophecies are take place. All right, a key one is the main one is the RFID implant microchip. All right, so Romania, which is both an EU member and I believe in 2007 EU and 2004 NATO. All right, so they're fully integrated within the system. All right, they came out and said, no, this is not true. All right, Nicoleno provided unverified pictures purported to depict the event and said that the alleged incident proved that Russian missile terror threatens not only Ukraine but also neighboring NATO states. You know, trying to spark the Third World War, because it definitely will be if NATO gets involved and directly involved. They're already indirectly involved, directly involved in the Ukraine war. All right. Well, some say the Putin's war in Ukraine. You know, that's just also witchcraft and deception. All right, it's all being controlled and administered by the powers in those various countries. Those powers in Russia, powers in Ukraine, the United States, and NATO. It's all being engineered. All right, they control all these wars. All right, to what end? To Revelation 13 and 16, and then the annihilation. Let's go straight to 16. The absolute annihilation of America, Babylon. All right, and then other countries may be hit also. All right, but the main destruction is going to be here in Babylon, because remember, the wind is controlled by the angels. The nuclear fire is controlled by the angels, as I read in the 7th chapter of Revelation. So those missiles are going to go exactly where the Lord wants them to go. So if Yahushua wants those missiles to hit parts of Germany, parts of Russia, parts of Britain, different islands, you know, the chariots also, they're controlled by the angels, ultimately by Yahushua. All right, so wherever they're going to hit. But mainly, destruction is going to take place here in Babylon, America, and the elect are going to be saved from that nuclear destruction that's going to happen here in America. And then wherever Israel is scattered, the elect, if nuclear fire hits there, or fires, or earthquake, so what will life already be kindled? It's going to be different fire. What earthquake's going to cause different fires and accidents and oil explosions and gas explosions, because the earth's going to reel to and fro like a drunkard. So it's going to be destruction all over the earth. But the main destruction is going to take place here in Babylon, America. All right. Yahushua controls that army, those missiles, the nuclear fire. Revelation 13:16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. That him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, which is 666. Chi, Xi, stigma. All right, and for Mark, you got charagma. All right, that's what the solution is going to be to get order, at least in the financial system anyway. And I'm sure other things too. I don't know how it's going to quell war, but I can see that may be an avenue there also. So I'll leave that there. All right. The ultimate goal is to get everybody chipped with the implant mark. All right. In the midst of rumors of wars, there may be some type of solution there too. They might stop, slow down, if they settle the finance issue. All right. So we'll see. More news coming soon. All right. But this is going to be a major solution to problems that they create, these world's governments that are working together in part behind the scenes. All right. So hope you had